Happy 420 from the world's first movie and marijuana show. And today, we are trying to conquer the giant joint challenge.
That is one big fucking joint.
Yeah, that's what she said. Also, we're watching Cheech and Chong. Welcome back to the Saturday Doobie Feature and happy 420. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm Derrick.
Today we're watching Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. If you don't know about it, this is Cheech and Chong making their film debut in a riotous rock and roll comedy, bringing with them the same madness, lifestyles, and sketches that sold over 10 million records in the early 70s. Records, if you kids don't know about those.
10 million?
Cheech and Chong's marijuana-laced humor keeps their spirits high and leads them on an adventure of epic proportions with an outrageous finale at LA's famous Roxy Theater. I made that movie sound way more exciting than it really is, I think.
You didn't, actually.
No, listen. The most exciting part of today's show, I will have to say, is maybe not our movie choice, maybe not the date, but this bad boy right here. This is half ounce of some Blue Dream.
Blue Dream?
All right, listen. Don't act like it's not going to do it all for us. Right
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what,
let's fucking smoke it. It's 420. You smoke everything that's given to you, right? Okay. So anyway, Cheech and Chong. We were talking about this this classic right here, Up in Smoke. One of my favorites.
Oh, wait, no, it's Blue Dream and I think Labrador.
Oh, dog shit.
No.
Oh, if you've seen the movie, you'll get that fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Cheech and Chong, one of my favorite duos. But, you know, I do have to say that they don't smoke that much weed in the movie.
Well, that's what the movie's kind of about. So it's interesting to me, like...
Woo!
Try to see if I cherry that correctly. It's
You're gonna have to hold her
like
where she thick. You know, hold her where she thick.
Led Zeppelin. The movie to me nowadays kind of represents like, if you want to know how hard it was to actually get weed back in the day, like you should watch Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. Because it's not like it is today. You don't go to the store. You don't call up today's sponsor, the Loud Alien, and they show up at your door. No. You had to know a guy who knew a guy whose sister might have had something, and you got to go hang out with a weird guy like Strawberry. And you kind of but that's what the movie represents to me now, because like you're saying, they don't do a lot of smoking in the movie. It's kind of unfortunate.
It is. The only they smoke the joint in the beginning.
Yeah,
you know?
the big can. I think it's actually smaller than that, to be fair, but
smaller than this. No,
theirs was round.
That shit was like, woo.
Well, back in the day, guys, if you don't know about like weed back in the day, there were, you can get an ounce for like $10, $15. Like that's why he was saying like, oh, there must be like a quarter pound in here. It's really only like $25 back in the day.
Wow.
Back this way.
Oh, sorry.
Is it hitting? Is it going?
I mean, you're gonna have to put all your lungs into it. You know. There you go. Anyway, like we were saying about Cheech and Chong, I mean, I love weed.
Fuck yeah.
I love Cheech and Chong.
Yes.
I love comedy. So, what better way to make a movie? It was $2 million. Whoa. They made 44. That's the perfect example of like an indie
10 million records.
Gone right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 10 million records? Who the fuck bought
So I was saying, if you kids don't know, those are the vinyl. They sell them at Urban Outfitters now. They like, but they
bought 10 million of those?
Wow. And like, if you listen to them, their sketches are, Dave's Not Here.
Oh, they were sketches.
Like that.
It's not even,
There's a couple songs and stuff in there.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy that they did that. So they probably got some loot, yo.
Well, that's exactly what it is that they were founded by director of this movie, Lou Adler, who went out to be, like, he's the owner of the Roxy Theater. So it kind of makes sense as to why they would have, like, the Roxy Theater as, like, the big finale thing.
Yeah.
But he did a job directing this movie. I would say this movie is directed.
Yeah. Well, you need to direct that joint, man, because you're doing a lot of talking, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to make sure we don't canoe. It's got a little canoe. Wait, you hit it. And that would have sparked the end of the canoe. Yeah, perfect. There we go. So, that's why this movie to me seems like kind of like a Ponzi scheme, you know?
A Ponzi scheme?
Yeah, like, the budget was only $2 million. You could tell, like, plot-wise, there's not, like, a huge plot in the movie. It's not very, action-packed, as you could say. Because, again, it was so cheap, and you're filming at the Roxy and whatever. But then they made $40 million. I'm just saying, they made out like bandits in this movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then led to the sequels. There was Still Smoking, and there was like the cartoon ones in the 90s.
My favorite was the Corsican Brothers.
The Corsican Brothers?
Oh, that shit was so dope, where they was like, they could feel each other's pain and shit, you know?
Was that a Cheech and Chong movie that I missed?
Yeah, man, you ain't seen the Corsican Brothers?
No.
You ain't no Cheech and Chong fan, bro.
Listen, and it's funny now because they spent time, you know, these guys invented the stoner comedy. You know? You all right? You're playing on that flute?
Just call me Kenny G. Kenny Grass.
It's like Kanye and Valentine's Day over here right now.
Whoa.
Was it Valentine's Day that he had Kenny G there?
Why you calling me Kanye and all that shit?
No,
man?
Remember he had Kenny G play? Like, that's like his baller flex move.
We gonna pass it around to...
Because we have some other loud alien to smoke here. I got some Dosey breath that I want to get into as well.
Some Dosey breath. This giant joint challenge going ham, though, y'all. You think you gonna finish it? Psh, we know we gonna finish it. What y'all... It's 420.
Yeah,
we smoke all day.
We're not gonna finish it.
Huh? We gonna be like Cheech and Chong. Except I'm Chong.
Are you Chong?
No,
you're Cheech.
I
feel like you're more Cheech.
The one that's still cool and smoking right now. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like the man. Like I guess I'm
Chong.
the Chong. But I'm not quiet enough to be Chong.
You Chong because you took a role on Texas Rangers, so you could be Chong.
Listen, Chong does what he wants. And that's why he's still here, still kicking. You could find Chong's Choice at your local dispensary.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
You can. I mean, like, that's
pretty good.
That's how far these dudes have come in the life of their celebrity.
I mean, he's like reached a star status by now. I mean, they both have, you know.
Of course.
I mean,
but they went through all of it, you know. Like, they were arrested for selling glass even in the 90s. Here, funny anecdote for you.
You don't seem that high.
I'm waiting for the joint to come back around. We're sharing it with the crew.
I mean, we got bongs and like we got all
I don't seem that
apparatus here to smoke weed.
Funny story about the history of the world. Tommy Chong, when he was in jail for selling bongs, he was actually, his roommate was the guy from The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
The original, like, Jordan guy.
Jordan
and he convinced him to write the book, Wolf of Wall Street, in the first place.
Oh,
so the only reason we even have Wolf of Wall Street is because of Tommy Chong.
Because that's my shit right there. That's my shit. Wolf of Wall Street. Hey, that Jordan Belfort cat, man. He a cold cat, man. That's a smooth little
We gotta watch Wolf of Wall Street. That's what
we gotta do that shit, man.
We gotta watch it.
But
if anything else you guys want to see us watch, please let us know in the comments below.
Or any weed y'all want us to smoke. Any strains y'all want us to, want us to talk about or fuck, man. I love weed. I know you do. It's 420.
I don't think they have the access to the Dosey breath.
I don't think
this is highly limited, highly sacred. But Humboldt grown by like what we were saying last week. It was grown by wizards, hippies and wizards in Humboldt.
Hippies and wizards.
This movie.
Oh, that's mighty tasty.
Yeah, and it's really balancing out the sativa with the indica for me.
That blue dream.
Complete high. What I was saying earlier, though, kids don't know what it was like back in the day. First of all, you buy an ounce of weed, you'd have to set it out on your vinyl record or on your like your Frisbee or some shit. Then you got to pick out all the seeds.
Oh my God, seeds and stems.
You got to pick up the big stems that they still left in there. It's not like today when you go in the shop and your eighth is a manicured eighth of.
That's why people be killing me. Like, oh, it's a stem. I'm like, bruh.
No.
Motherfucker, I used to smoke stems.
We used to have the stem used to be like a tree trunk, and that was part of your weight. You'd have to separate all your flowers and your leaves and your buds from the seeds and stems, and that's what you'd be smoking out of. But that's the reason those joints in the movies and everything are so big, because you had to smoke so much of that weed to actually be high. Or did you? We just need?
You did. It was that brick weed.
Yeah, no, I know.
Shit.
But I'm saying for the time though, like maybe you didn't need weed as strong because there was like less going on. Like, we live in the world today, we're bombarded with the news and Trump and all that.
You still bombarded with shit.
So we need the strongest possible.
You know,
we need.
I'm sure they had like fire
true.
back then. You know what I mean? Because where did all these strains come from? They morphed from.
What's that? Do we need a torch back there? Do we need a torch back there? Sorry, I was just making sure. What were you saying?
I said all the strains today morphed from other strains. I mean, people been growing forever. You know what I mean?
There were 5 master strains that originally had come from Amsterdam. I believe Blue Dream was one of them. I forget.
Blue Dream?
I know. But
boy, y'all got me tripping off that.
You know, the 5 master strains are the reasons we have everything today. Everything has come from even your gelatos and your biscottis and your tostitos, your whatever. Everything comes from a mix of those 5 strains. They're genetically modified if you really think about it. It's
just like, dogs. Like how they've crossbred dogs so far. Like, you don't even know what it originally is. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Like,
and you have some like Purple Punch that like looks super cute, kind of like a pug, but it's got breathing problems. And we've bred it that way. We've bred it to have no effect. Purple Punch sucks, but it looks really cute. So it's kind of like the pug of the weed world.
It's good for pictures.
This joint's great for that. I mean, like, I'm just being creative. The pug.
You know, the Blue Dream ain't that bad. I ain't gonna front my hand. It's cool.
No, everyone's getting a crack at it right now. We got people on the live stream. If you don't watch us on the live stream, follow us on IG. We put our little tags down here. At Doobie Feature. Follow me at Just Gentile. Follow the Derrick Scott. You can see some of our adventures. Oh, hello. Welcome back.
Speaking of adventures, what about Stacey Cheech? Huh? Fucking,
you want to go on an adventure with
Sergeant? Huh? He fucking turned into a lizard, man. Fucking turned into a lizard. Like, he smoked so much that he turned into a lizard and shit. He probably, I think it was like a morph of his imagination. You know what I mean? Because he smoked so much that he thought he was a fucking lizard. So that's what we was seeing. You know what I mean? But he really wasn't a lizard. Think about it.
That's like 90% of the conversations we have here. That's me.
What?
I'm the lizard guy. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. But I tell you, it's there. It's all in here.
It's somewhere.
I thought, the fiberglass, the fiber weed.
Fiber weed? Who's smoking fiber weed?
No, that's what their van in the movie is made of fiber weed. That's what kind of sucks about the movie's direction is what I'm saying. Is like, it's really difficult to tell what's important in the movie and what's not.
It's a fucking plot story. Ain't shit important.
Well, there's nothing. If there was another Harold and Kumar today that had the same plot, they would make sure that like that was like filmed in a certain way that you knew that like that's the driving part of the plot now. Like, driving part of the plot. You see what I did there? Because it's a van. And it's made of fiber weed, and then the fiber weed ends up being like, important through the rest of the movie. But it's like, I don't know. That was a funny idea, and they could have capitalized on it more. I wanted more fiber weed.
Man, my shit was funny when the pimp, when they got dressed, and the pimp was like, "Oh man, yo, this the latest Doug, man. This the."
That's what it. Oh, do you have it on you? You have it on you? Yeah, I have it on me. Yeah, I got it. But that's how it used to be, though. Like, remember, they didn't have cell phones back then. You had to like call your guy's house, hope he was home. You couldn't like leave him a message and be like, "Hey, bro, I need an eighth," Yo,
I remember going to get weed and like motherfuckers put the rocks in the weed.
They did. I always heard about that.
To make it
little itty bitty ones.
Yeah, so you couldn't tell what was in there. See?
Until you got down to the shit.
Y'all don't even get. See, y'all missed out on the rocks.
The dro, the days of dro, $200 ounces of dro that. Oh, you give it to someone and that we were talking about. That tastes like berries. So sweet. But they all looked like they looked and kind of smelled like they were just like grown in someone's pool that was like emptied out or something. I mean, because of the chlorine and all that.
What?
Wrap that back over here. I'm talking, because you were probably smoking the exotics.
I'm enjoying this, man. All right. So man.
Well, because there used to be exotics. We used to get Kush sometimes back in the day.
Well, I mean, I used to get all that. Well, not back in the day. I used to steal my mom weed and shit.
Yeah, but my dad smoked swag like they were like nobody's business. Like my dad smoked the worst weed.
My mom had that fire though.
Right. So that was like the levels used to be. There was like swag, brick weed. There were mids, I used to buy some mids. Mids were like a level above brick weed. They still had a lot of seeds in it sometimes, but it usually was like bud buds. Oh. Yay!
Oh!
Yeah!
Rewind.
Get it back. He was trying to keep it from me. Can't keep it from me.
Well, as long as you hit and talk, we got action.
Well, now it's birded like a now it's birded like a summer sun.
But hold the body. Hold it like you hold a lady. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Teach me
We'll
things.
We'll get there.
Teach me things.
We'll get there.
Teach me things about.
Yo, but they some ladies' mans too. You know
well, yeah, that was kind of weird. Well, not only being ladies' men's, like they were kind of lady men because he thought he was a chick at the beginning.
Well, yeah, he was like, oh! He saw them double D's and hit the U-turn. Wow,
Which I was like, I don't know how you could make it appear to look that way, but whatever, we'll give it a pass on that.
Come on, it's
Chong had an attractive body. He had a slender figure. I thought it was the backside.
I do not condone this message. That blue dream and him on their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Anyway.
Wait, I was trying to go through my breakdown of like 90s weed for people.
Okay.
So we had mids, and then above mids were the dro, right?
I never got no dro, man, because I'm from Nebraska, so we was basically smoking.
You never got like the hydro, big buds, BC buds, hydro. Leave a comment if you know what I'm talking about.
Nah, man, I'm from Nebraska. All we had was Mexican brick weed until I got to college, and then I met some of my friends that were from Colorado. And so they always,
the ends on.
Yeah, and then they start bringing over that Colorado shit, and I was like,
no,
whoa!
The Colorado shit at the time, was that like outdoor grown or was it indoor grown?
It was both.
Yeah,
it was both. I mean, it was some fucking dang shit.
Because that used to be prevalent too, you know, having outdoor as an option versus having indoor as an option.
Yeah, Montana had some fire shit too for a minute back in the day.
They're all getting it from the Pacific Northwest, where there's nothing else to do besides learn how to grow weed, I guess, right?
I mean, yeah, that's just like in the hills and Humboldt and shit like that. What else you gonna do? But grow weed, ain't shit else out there to do. The climate is right.
It's part of that California. It's part of that like spirit of like, you know, we're rebels. We're not rebels, but we're like, you know, we pushed away from the societal norms. That's why people went west to begin with. You know, the gold rush, the green rush. Touches my heart. I think today this is a good time to lead us into the Marijuana Minute. I think we're gonna learn a little bit about 420 and the history of it. So, let's go. Welcome to today's Marijuana Minute. I am Justin. I think I told him that, right? This is a 420 episode. Our history of 420 is very important. Sorry, I can't really.
Justin, you should drink some water, man.
Take it a water. You had a water there the whole time. You didn't need it.
You know, I am pretty thirsty right now, man. You know.
You know what, guys? For today's Marijuana Minute, we want to shout out water, because your body is about 80% water, and you know scientists.
Whoa! Please. Don't do that shit.
You know, scientists say
drink water, get high, and then drink some more water.
You could lose up to 40% of your water a day if you don't drink water. So you got to make sure to drink it. And stay safe. And stay hydrated. Oh.
Welcome back to the Saturday Doobie Feature.
That felt like 5 marijuana minutes.
Man,
you know?
Time
is dilating right now.
I'm under a blue dream spell right now. Shit got me, I was talking shit, but I'm kind of high, though. You know what I mean? Anyway, Cheech Chong.
So
that was my shit. Back then, it's my shit now. Shit still held up. I don't care what nobody say. That shit's still mad funny. How can't you laugh? I don't know how you cannot laugh at it and enjoy it.
Well, I like some of it. I like some of it, but it doesn't hold up to me which is weird because like I didn't watch. Maybe it's because like I am a stoner now, and when I watched it when I was younger, I didn't even smoke weed. I didn't smoke weed until I was 18, folks. It's actually it's a 420 admission to you guys. So maybe for me, I think it was funnier at the time because now I think it represents now something different, you know. And I'm a different kind of stoner. I get Loud Alien. I get fucking Humboldt's Finest. I don't know what it's have to like to struggle like that, but if you want to see what it's like to struggle like that, watch this movie.
I mean, it's just goes to show you that even the shitty weed was hard to get.
I wanna try that one more time. We'll just look because of that.
Good, man. That shit good.
All right.
It's not. You ain't gonna do nothing to it.
Pretty white ash on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? You see that? Y'all see that?
So that's what the movie ends up. And they do one of their famous songs, Earache My Eye. That's all about how he likes to cross-dress. That's how the movie ends. Which is like, how did they find such a good band?
I don't know.
Like, they were just in the car the whole time, but now suddenly they have a band, like a horn section. Like, I can't even find a bassist.
Yeah.
It's weird. It was weird. And then the song's all about cross-dressing, too.
I mean, look, I don't condone that, but it's a
Hey.
weed movie. It was in the 70s. I mean, fucking, the motherfucker was wearing a crop top any goddamn way.
Clothes. Yeah.
He was wearing a crop top.
It was a dope punk song though. It was a dope, actually for the time.
I mean, to each his own.
I got to make sure I have more water. That was
do that, man.
That was right about.
Take a
they were
sip.
right about that.
Take a sip, man.
I forgot about that, but they were right. Who's they? Us.
Perfect.
In the minute.
You know, it was just funny. I love the movie. I'm fucking high, man. Actually, this shit got me mad high, yo.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought, yo.
It's your
Blue Dream.
I like the way it ends too. That where he finally like has some hash, and he spills it into his lap, and then he like pours the beer in the lap, and it's a nice shot. Very California. It's a very California movie because it ends. I think that's a PCH right there, right?
Yo, when he ate the shit in the beginning, that shit was funny when the cock came out. He was like, "You keep on knocking, but you can't get in."
Yeah, listen, don't eat that much acid. I think ever under any circumstances, even if the cops are coming, just pretend that it's your notes.
Man.
Just start writing on it and tell them. No, I don't know. Eat it if the cops are coming.
Yo, acid's a trip.
What am I telling people to do now? Jeez,
Jesus.
I don't know. Well, that's also like Cheech and Chong ended up getting like animated series later on and stuff like that. Like that would have been a perfect opportunity back in the day.
Damn,
to do, like,
they really capitalized.
Ralph Bashki.
I mean, they did. They was pretty popular, and they did make a lot of dope movies, and they kind of like thwarted the culture. It was like the rebels of the time. Because, it was like Chevy Chase was around and like all these, like Woody Allen.
But they did it the stoner way. Lazy as fuck.
What?
I'm saying they were lazy. I'm saying Cheech and Chong were like kind of lazy guys. I love them.
I mean, they was in
just
so
saying.
many hijinks. I don't think they was lazy. I just think they were... because they was all over the place. I just think they was
were
high.
only uppity like that because they were
know?
looking for weed. That's the only reason they got in the hijinks in the front. If Cheech and Chong had weed this whole movie, it wouldn't have happened. In the world of Cheech, in the world of this plot,
They would
movie.
still get in the hijinks, I think, though. You know what I mean?
Only
They
now
would
because they
still
met each
get
other.
into
But this
trouble,
was
you know?
originally their meeting. So it's like the origin story of Cheech and Chong.
Well, they met because he thought he had some double D titties. That's why they met. You know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to pick up some chicks, and,
Which is something you did back in the day. People don't know hitchhiking was a real phenomenon.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, people still hitchhike today.
I barely let some of my friends in my car, because I don't let my dog in my car.
Oh,
But
wow.
hitchhiking, well, no, I let my dog in there. We got like one of those back seat hammock things, so like the dog can like sit there, but it's not on my seats. You ever get those?
Anyway, people, Cheech and Chong, yo. This motherfucker talking about hammocks and stuff.
Hey, you
Look.
got a new puppy. You're a new puppy father.
You see
gotta
what
learn
happened?
about it.
The blue dream got him, y'all. The blue dream got him, y'all. Cheech and Chong, you gotta watch this movie and you gotta watch it high. Because if you watch it sober, you won't catch it. You won't get everything. You know
Who's
what I mean?
watching any of our movies not high?
I
If
don't
you're
know.
subscribed to this channel and you're not watching the movies high, leave a comment below as to why.
Whoa.
No, it's because it's only gonna be my Bob comment.
Somebody might be out of weed, dude. Somebody, you know what I mean? Who's out of weed? Are you out of weed?
Hit us up.
You better not be out of weed. It's
No.
420.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're smoking the Giant Joint Challenge today. As I talk, there's still smoke coming out in little bits. Those are heavy hits, man.
Hey, dragon lungs.
I don't want to. Oh yeah, you're in that Game of Thrones mode still.
Man, look, man.
Oh no, you don't like Game of Thrones either.
I ain't even ever watched the show.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, people. Don't kill me.
No, this has been
because I haven't seen Game of
Thrones.
Thrones.
I'm gonna say the same thing, and people are gonna be all freaked out. But like, I feel like that's been a common thing lately too, where like people just like talking about how we don't watch Game of Thrones. But like, it's just sorry, Game of Thrones is boring to me.
Somebody said it's like saying I'm a vegan and shit. Like, fuck y'all, man. You know what I mean? Really, fuck
It's
y'all.
just something popular
I
to
just
say
ain't
right
never
now.
seen the show. That's no. That big ass cherry fell out.
Oh no! Here, torch it. Yeah, torch it up. And I feel like apparently, and whenever you talk to somebody about the show, and you try to explain the reason that they don't like it, they always have like a justification. They're always like, "Yeah, that was a really boring season." Like, oh great. I guess I'll skip season 3 next time. Like, fucking, no, I don't. I tried to explain it to him. I said it was just with Peter Dinklage running around, getting into hijinks, and a lot of wieners. And then I fell asleep. And that's pretty much every episode of Game of Thrones I saw at the time.
I just can't see how a midget made it this long in the show without getting his ass killed.
Little person.
Well, little person. Because he one of the littlest people. I mean, it ain't like, he can wield a sword or some shit. He carrying daggers, you know what I mean?
He's still around in the show?
He is?
You seem to... is he? I don't know. You
I
seem
don't
to know
know.
a lot,
I
you
don't
seem
even
to
watch
know
the
a
show.
lot about the show.
Is he on the show?
I don't know. I think
He
Derrick's
might
a
be.
closet. I think Derrick's a closet Game of Thrones.
Bruh, I never seen none of that shit, man.
Hey, listen. I ain't gonna tell anyone. This is a safe space from everyone at the Doobie Feature. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us on 420.
Hey,
I feel
smoke
like I need to take.
heavily.
Yeah, we have to wrap this episode up because otherwise the mucus and the coughing is gonna overtake my brain. I think at this point we have to air the studio out. There's another show that comes in here about. They do the pet show.
I mean, I don't think them pets gonna make it tonight.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna get the pet secondhand high, and we gotta get out of the studio.
Sit, Toto. Sit.
Yeah. No, I
said Toto, too. Like Wizard of Oz.
Shout out to Select. Select makes a really nice CBD tincture that I've given my cat. And it's salmon flavored. So they really like eating it.
Is it salmon or salmon?
How am I? Is this another like Mario or Mario thing? Like I said salmon? I say
I'm
salmon.
just asking. Is
Salmon.
it salmon or salmon?
It's salmon flavored?
Is it salmon or salmon?
Is there a correct answer to this, or are you telling me?
You don't know the answer. That's
Well, no, it's the same thing with like Oregon.
What?
Yeah, see, Oregon. I say
What?
Oregon instead of Oregon.
What the fuck does that?
And people are like, or I say,
What does that got to do with?
I say online instead of inline.
Wow, bro.
It's just like these weird ways that I speak, and everyone always freaks out about it. As you see.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I asked you about a fish. Didn't I ask somebody about a fish? What did I say? Salmon. There we go.
Yeah, salmon or salmon.
Yeah, wow. Yo. The Giant Joint Challenge got your boy.
I thought that was one of those things. If you watch the IGL podcast from back in the day, they always make fun of me for saying Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers instead of Super Mario Brothers.
Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
Hey, somebody come get Mario. Yo.
Your boy ate too many mushrooms. Come get Mario.
Well, fuck it. Let's go to Mario's. I heard he's got the best pizza.
Hey, but that's exactly, yeah, there's shirts. You can buy them. I want to thank you guys for watching, though. Happy 420. If you're doing something fun on 420 later, I mean, you're watching us on your phone right now, or you're watching us on your computer. But go out, get outside, get some fresh air, drink some water. You gotta stay hydrated. We already talked about that.
Eat some food too. Get some nibblers in you. You know what I mean?
Fruit and vegetables, guys. They're
Some
really nice
mango.
snacks.
Mango helps with the
terpenes.
high. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because there's myrcene in mangoes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you can remember Eminem.
Myrcene.
Eat those
mercy me. Mercy me.
Please serenade us.
What?
Please serenade us.
Mercy me. No, I was playing. I want to do it.
Oh, no, that would be like a Weird Al song.
No.
Like Mercy, Mercy Me, but it'll be like, oh, mercy, mercy me.
No, let's not say we did.
Oh,
Good night, folks.
Terps ain't what they used to be, no. Okay, yeah, thank you. I'm Justin.
I'm Derrick.
We're gonna finish this roach.
Y'all be easy.
See you
know
next
what
time.
I mean? Peace. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Saturday Doobie Feature. Be sure to click the link below, subscribe, share with your friends.
Yeah, and tell everyone about the Giant Joint Challenge, which we're still doing after 10 hours.
But we didn't raise no pup.
No, tell them that's that shit.
Happy 420!
Happy 420!